Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10, and he can produce some delicious...
Gets the shot away! It's their first effort on goal.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. João Neves. Forwards and with intent. And it's Cancelo. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto is having a shot! Lerma. Sanchez. Oh, this looks sharp.
Portugal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Vitinha. Oh, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. And it's played forward. Antonio Silva gets over and intercepts. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Araujo, and he goes cross-field. Bernardo Silva. Another throw-in. Vitinha. Rafael Leao. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance to shoot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
And it's Quintero. That's a nicely weighted pass. João Neves. Moved on forwards. Rafael Leao looking to run onto it. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rafael Leao. Oh, sweet feet. Crossed into the box. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Antonio Silva makes the interception. Lerma. Diaz, gently done. And the volley. Antonio Silva shifted upfield. João Neves. And it's Neves. And it's hoisted clear. João Cancelo, now the ball in. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance, surely! That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. Rafael Leao. Nuno Mendes. It's a good-looking delivery. And the half-time whistle goes. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Diogo Costa sends that a long way. Munoz. Colombia have got it back and they'll have another go. Diaz. Quintero. Munoz. Aim forwards.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Araujo. Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He has a look up. Real chance!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Bernardo Silva. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Araujo. Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva, gently done. Quintero. Is onto it in a flash. Antonio Silva. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Antonio Silva gets across to intercept that. Nuno Mendes. Bernardo Silva. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, nice touch. João Cancelo. He's found a way through. Up he goes! No mistake!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience. Portugal, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Has a look and plays it forward. That has been cut short. Araujo. Vitinha. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Have it back and can go again. Now it's Cordoba, and it's Quintero. Juan Quintero! And that could come back to haunt them.
Juan Quintero really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
João Cancelo looks to the other side. That's a good run down the left. It is quite a run he's making here. Rafael Leao. Vitinha. And here's Rafael Leao. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's been taken short. That's good defending, very good defending.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Tavares played with finesse.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Sanchez shifted upfield. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Colombia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Diaz. Colombia have to get it into the box and quickly. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Munoz. Cross goes in there. And that's it. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.